Well, I got quite a few guests joining me today from Ghostlight's production, their first production of the season. Very excited to talk about Clyde's, and I've got Paul Mao, I've got Darren, I have Aaron, I have Isis, I have Monique, I have Daniel, and I have James. Wow. I think the most people I've had on the screen in a long time, but excited to talk with each and every one of you about this amazing production. Paul, we've talked for years about productions that you've been a part of, but also at Ghostlight. This is an exciting time when you get to start another season.
Yeah, it is, and we're super excited to kick it off with Clyde's. Lynn Nottage is a world-class playwright, 2-time Pulitzer Prize winner. And Clyde's just was on Broadway 21 and 22, so it's new. It's certainly a Southwest Michigan premiere, but it's probably only been done a handful of times in the Midwest at all. So I was hoping that Aaron would jump when I asked him if he was interested to direct this, but he seemed on board, and here he is chilling in Benton Harbor for a few weeks. We appreciate it, Aaron. So we're excited to kick off the season with Clyde's.
That's awesome. Looking forward to this. So when is it running, and when can we come and see it?
Yeah, we open Thursday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays are 7:30. It's a one-act, no intermission, somewhere between 80 and 90 minutes. So it's over and done with probably by 9 o'clock every night. The Sunday matinees are at 3. Doors open a half an hour before. And so we have 2 weekends of that, 7:30, like I said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and 3 o'clock on Sunday. And then for our final show, we have a really special invited panel after the Sunday matinee on the 23rd to discuss what a lot of the show vacillates on is reentry from those who had been incarcerated before. So we're real excited, and that's free and open to the public. So we'll have flyers throughout the run asking folks to come back. But James Gunter there is going to be our moderator. James is also the executive director of Present Pillars, so we're real excited to have him as involved as he is. He's our neighbor just down the street, so we're excited.
What made you guys decide with the Ghostlight? I know you always you guys take a lot of time, I think, putting together the season and deciding what shows to do. Why did Clyde stick out?
Man, I think theater, there's so many different avenues. You can ask these guys that too, why they want to be here too. But I love theater that makes a difference. And I was lucky enough a couple of years ago, some of you might have seen it, to see this incredible piece by Bruce Norris, Downstate. And Downstate is similar. It all takes place in a halfway house in Southern Illinois. These people that are trying to reenter society after all having been sex offenders. And so it just really impressed upon me how difficult reentry is in the United States on a myriad of levels. And you get to meet these fantastic characters in this play, which aren't maybe as difficult to get back into society on the sex offender list, but still you see the struggles they have with reentry. And as James will tell you, we have plenty of folks right here in Benton Harbor that meet weekly to try to discuss their own trials and tribulations with reentry. So we're going to have parole officers. We're going to have some great people on that panel. And I think it's something that a perspective that we don't often see ourselves, those of us that have never lived that or had a family member who's lived through that level of, I said I was going to shut up, but you keep asking me questions. But.
All right, I'll let you shut up for now. And I want to talk to Aaron because you're the director.
These are very interesting people. I want you to interview them.
Yeah, they are. I'm very excited because I don't think I've really talked. James, of course, but the other folks haven't had a chance to chat with you. So, Aaron, you're the director, and I want to talk to you a little bit more about being a part of this show. Tell me a little bit more about your background and what made you decide to do this show at the Ghostlight.
I'm from Chicago, born and raised. Went to Columbia College, Chicago, from undergrad. And I started a theater company shortly after, Post Theater Company Chicago. And our mission is to ambitiously tell stories with a unique outlook and visceral honesty to the human experience. And so I've always had an affinity for finding shows that showcase humanity, especially for those who are disenfranchised in a way. And so that's kind of been my mission, to do plays like that showcase, especially Black America, people of color in America, and their plight, finding the joy, finding the love, finding the triumph, there's trauma there, but how do we heal from the trauma? Those type of stories have always fascinated me, and a good time to make you laugh.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pretty much my journey. Been producing plays and directing plays, and also as an actor, did a lot of musical theater, and ended up at the Ghostlight because somebody thought I was good at what I do and recommended me to Paul, and Paul called me in 2022 to come direct American Son, and so it's been a relationship since then. So I enjoy here in Benton Harbor. So that's how I came to the Ghostlight, and
that's cool.
Get crack-a-lackin', yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic, and working with some of these people that I'm sure you've not had a chance to work with from different parts of different communities.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true.
Were these folks in the past?
He knows a few of these folks. He brought some to us.
Yeah. They came with me.
You of course you got convinced to come over here and do this show. Now do 2 different shows now with this. How'd you convince everybody else to say come along with me?
Listen, I'm a great singer, so sometimes I just sit down and warm, sing a good song. So look, they got refined, they got vineyards here, they got dispensaries, they got
you just sing the ballads and pros and cons. I love that.
The best Applebee's you'll ever have, let me tell you.
No, I will admit that it is a pretty solid Applebee's for sure.
I kind of brought up houndstooth and like mason jar, like the good food and community that's here. I said it's snowy, but it's tranquil. And I was like, it'd be a good time to just kind of chill and work on a really fun play. And, they were down to calm down. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And next to you is Isis. And you're a part of this play as well. Tell me a little bit about what made you want to be a part of this and what character you're playing in this show.
Yes, so I am playing Letitia. She is one of the people who recently got out of prison. She landed up in Clyde's. She has a little bit of a romance going on with Raphael, who is played by Daniel. She's a mother. She is just really trying to figure out life and figure out how to grow. And Leonardo does such a beautiful job with the analogy of growing through life through sandwich making. And the evolution, of different designs with sandwiches. So yeah.
Are there real sandwiches that are on the stage?
Yes, they are. They are real sandwiches. It's real food. We get some snacks during the show. That's cool.
Have some fake French fries. Fake French fries.
Oh,
so don't eat these. They're like they're whack. They look pretty good, don't they?
They do look great. Yeah, there are real sandwiches and ingredients.
What do you love about this show specifically?
There's so many things. I love how real and raw the stories are, and I love how complex the characters are. It just makes it interesting. It makes it easier to discover and dig and play yourself under different circumstances, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's a really beautiful show.
Wonderful. We definitely want to have people come check this out. We're talking to some of the cast, pretty much most of it, of Clyde's that's at the Ghostlight in Benton Harbor. I want to move over to Monique and learn a little bit more about you, Monique. You also are one of the people that Aaron was able to convince to come on over and come hang out in Benton Harbor for a little while. Is that right?
Yes, I was one of the people that he had to convince, but I wasn't sung to. I did not receive a performance, so I will be expecting that tonight. Otherwise we're gonna have to rework that contract. But no, I'm kidding. Okay.
Maybe like a post-show cast dinner at Applebee's. You exactly. Work that out in some way.
But no, I've had the pleasure of working with Aaron twice before now, and so I just really respect the way that he works, and I respect the culture and community that he builds as we create art together. And so I was like, why not? And it's also an amazing story and really interesting characters that I get to play, like being able to play someone like Clyde, this very loud, boisterous, gregarious, but like very human person who has a interesting perspective on how to survive and how to like live in the world that she has found herself in. It's cool. And then I get to mess around with all these amazing actors and just create some really fun moments on stage.
Yeah, you get to create the moments and then have new experiences with new people. It's always fun when you get to do new productions. Let's talk to Daniel about a little bit more about you, Daniel. What made you come over to this way and be a part of this?
Man, one, I didn't know anyone coming in, which is great. My wife is a colleague of Aaron, and just through someone that knew somebody, I found out they were auditioning this beautiful play. And as just like a fan of theater and a fan of Lynn Nottage, and like as soon as I saw Lynn, I didn't even wait. I didn't see the rest of the last name. I just jumped in, auditioned, read a couple of times with Isis, and it was just like instant chemistry, a lot of fun, and yeah, I didn't need to be sung to. Like I was in pretty quick. But yeah, and so far like the community's been super lovely. The cast has been great. Aaron has such a beautiful vision for the show, and I think everyone's just having a lot of fun bringing it to life and bringing it to this community.
Tell us a little bit more, without giving anything away, about Raphael, the character you're playing.
Raphael is all love. Like that is he wears his heart on his sleeve, and he's not afraid to share an opinion. He like everyone else in the play, you know, formerly incarcerated, coming out looking for a second chance, but also like trying really hard to not like self-destruct a little bit. So much of his life before he was inside, it was like he was on the self-destructive path with like substance abuse issues, and now he's like, how do I wear my heart on my sleeve? How do I love with everything I have without self-destruction? And so he's like kind of always like fighting himself, but always like leading with joy, and like using like the art of sandwich making to find his zen, to find his peace, and to you know, express his love.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk to Darren. Darren coming not as far as the Chicago region, but actually coming just a little south of this community, from South Bend, to be a part of this play. What made you wanna be part of Clyde's?
Honestly, very similar to Daniel. I didn't know anybody going in, and just through someone who knew someone, I found out about the auditions. And then I texted Aaron, and he kind of told me a little bit about the play and what he's looking for. And it just really captured me for some reason. And then as I read parts of the script for the auditions, and then as I got the full script, I realized this might be the most important story that I've been asked to help tell. And that really spoke to me. And it was also a very challenging character to play, which I'm always looking for.
Yeah, that's always fun when you're able to do that. But then also when you're able to meet new people and have that camaraderie, but also when you have a subject like this, I mean, you really gotta get locked in and really kind of get to know everybody on a deeper level than just, hey, we memorized our lines, we know our scenes, we know all that. You kind of have more character development and more deep conversations off script and off stage with that. What's been your favorite experience of being a part of this show?
Oh, there are so many to count already. Like, that's one of the beautiful things that I love about theater. And I know Daniel and I in particular have talked about this quite a bit, but just how fast that camaraderie comes within a cast. And like, we hang out, I don't think every night after rehearsal, because some of us are tired, some of us have longer drives, but most nights after rehearsals, we're like, all right, where are we meeting up? We're going to go here, we're going to go there. Let's get dinner, let's get dessert, let's get drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
And honestly, just the bonds that we've made outside of the stage have been just beautiful. And there are so many fun memories with everybody here in such a short time.
Yeah, I think that's the beauty of theater is being able to, you think with the couple hours or so of rehearsal that you're like, oh, I'm tired. I got to go home. I got to disconnect to everything. But yeah, to be able to hang out with everybody afterwards is pretty amazing. James, being somebody in this community and having these people come to be a part of this show, but also the show itself, what's it been like for you to be a part of this production and be a part of this part of the Ghostlight?
So this is my second show at Ghostlight. I did one last year called The Minutes. And I've kind of committed myself to trying to do one every year, just to re-immerse myself into it. So I haven't really done it much since I was a kid. So it's really fun, especially being a person that's really thrown myself into my work for the last few years, to have a hobby again and to do something that has nothing to do with anyone else but me. So that's been my I would say, driving force behind wanting to do theater here recently. But like everybody else, I don't think I've met any of my castmates before. No, I haven't met any of my castmates before this play. So it's been really cool getting to know new people, hang out with everybody, and get to learn because I believe, the most novice of the crew. So it's been really cool to, see how people work and the contrast between this play and the first one I did last year. Last year was a lot less movement, a lot less props, a lot less lines. So definitely enjoying my experience.
But it's also been a challenge, I'm sure, too, because I mean, it's sort of life imitating art with the things that you're dealing with people within the community that may be dealing with similar problems like this of trying to, just get themselves back into the community or just be a part of the community as a whole. So what's that kind of been like for you?
The conversations I feel like that I have now with people who have had these experiences directly are different. I feel like I can have them with more empathy. Just having so many diverse perspectives in this play.
Yeah.
Some things you never even think about, like how people may be affected by substance abuse, or how they may have been abandoned, or like how their upbringing kind of played into what happens in their life. So I feel like I can have these conversations with more empathy, and I think that's better for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be sounds like it's going to be a beautiful production, a great story that everybody should have a chance to experience. Clyde's, it opens this weekend at the Ghostlight. Paul, if we want to get tickets and all the other information before we come out to it, where's a good place for us to find all this stuff?
Our website, ghostlightbh.com. Tickets are only $20 for students, $25 for seniors, and $32 for general admission. As I said, that final panel on the last Sunday, the 23rd, next Sunday, is 5 p.m. and is open and free to the public. We're going to have some great panelists there. We're also going to be joined by actor Ernie Hudson. I haven't revealed that until now. He's going to be zooming in for that conversation. It's always great. He's on our board of directors now, so it's really kind of him to do that. And I'm really proud. I'm really proud of everybody who's in this cast, and we're blessed to have all y'all here in town, and trying to build on a community here in Benton Harbor, specifically the Black community, so those folks see themselves on and off stage in our audience. And I'm super grateful. I can't thank these folks enough for doing what they're doing for I'm literally singing to every single one of them. That's what's in the contract. They're not getting paid. All they're doing is getting songs. I don't know if they signed a different contract, but it's really going to come down to a lot of singing. And I'm here for it. I can sing whatever y'all want. Right. I'm a trick pony.
I can't wait for the concert between you and Aaron of just
that
singing.
Man can sing, man. I'm not. No, we're not. It's not. This is not Kendrick and Drake. No, Aaron wins.
That's great. And real quick, Paul, run down the other shows that you got this season.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we expanded, so we're doing a 6 or 7 show season, depending on how you count it. We're doing the musical last 5 years, April 10th through 13th. We're actually taking one night only down to the Acorn on the 18th. That's fun to travel that. And then we're doing a 3-weekend set of Rent. Everybody's super excited about Rent. Mm-hmm. We're doing another young apprentice production of our 13 and 19-year-old kids. Are doing The Wolves, played by Sarah DeLapp. And then I'll be directing, I can't even believe it, Chess, the musical, which is just so exciting for me. Never thought I'd even come close to that craziness. That's August 14th to 24. We're bringing up a 2-show run out from South Bend Civic of August Wilson's 7 Guitars, which is awesome, in September. Doing a 1 weekend only Rocky Horror reprise for the 3rd year in a row, because apparently that sells out like crazy.
Mhm.
And then we're finally going to end with Larissa Fasthorse, Native American playwrights, production of the Thanksgiving play in November. So super excited about the whole season. There's fun. It's diverse. It's got a lot of things to offer, and just super thankful to have the ensemble here. Our artists that can't wait to dive in for more. And these folks are relatively new to us, but I hope you all come back.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting time. The season all kicks off with Clyde's opening the 13th, February 13th, runs through the 23rd. Go get your tickets, ghostlightbh.com. But thank you, everybody,